So hopefully the sun doesn't go down while I'm recording this video, because I recorded a whole 12-minute video a couple of minutes ago and the sun completely washed me out. Also, I had my glasses on, so there was a reflection. Hey y'all, it's your girl Cece. If you're new here, hi, my name is Cece and I live in my car. If you're a returning subscriber, hey girl, hey, how you doing? How is life? I feel like it's been a minute since we spent some time with each other, and that's not okay. I just wanted to hop on here really quickly to kind of give a Car Talk Tuesday. And this one is kind of special because it's 2 months. It's been 2 months since I've been living in my car, which is kind of crazy, kind of just showing me how time is really just moving by really quickly. So as you can already tell by the title, I'm just going to be giving the good, the bad, and the ugly of me living in my car for 2 months. I kind of debated on sharing this story because I was just like, I don't want to freak people out. I don't want people to question my journey or whatever. But I just got to let y'all know the honest to God truth, especially if you're someone that's really considering moving into your car. So let's just jump into the video. So let's just start with the good. There's no way to beat around the bush. I just kind of want to go ahead and get it out the way. So a couple of good things. One is that I've been really enjoying my freedom. You guys know last month I took the month off from classes. So I just kind of had the month to do whatever, and I found that month was really helpful because I was really, really creative. I had time and energy to do things that I wanted to do, and I wasn't so stressed about paying bills. Excuse me. I did continue to work, which is something that I regret a little bit, was continuing to work because it was supposed to be a full mental health break. Y'all, it's hot in here, so I had to let the window down. But yeah, so that's the only thing that I kind of really regret. Other than that, it was really good. So also trying to think of another good. Either way. So let's talk about the bad. So when I first started planning this journey, there was a lot of things that I took into consideration, and there are a lot of things that I did not take into consideration. And then there's some things that I've learned along the way that I wasn't really expecting not happening. So one of the first things that what kind of became bad for me was isolation. So if you guys go back to my very first video, I was talking about how I was excited to live in my car because it would give me some alone time, and I've never lived alone and I've never been by myself. Yeah, that hit really hard last month because I was not in classes. So essentially, if I wasn't at work or like driving around or anything like that, I was essentially by myself. And while being alone can be really, really good for you, being isolated is not good. And so I really learned the difference between being alone and being isolated, and I really learned that isolating myself from people is not really good. And it became like very, very dark really quickly. I started doubting myself. I started questioning, like, am I crazy? Should I still continue doing this journey? Like, I just had so many doubts. And it was really crazy cool because in the midst of me doubting, like, there were so many people that were just coming along and was like, hey girl, I've been watching your videos. I think they're really great. I think you're amazing. And it really showed me how people are watching, even when you don't think that they're watching. But yeah, the isolation, that the isolation during that month was very transformative. I'm gonna say it like that, because it really showed me how dangerous isolation can be, but it also showed me how I need to spend more alone time with myself, to know myself better, to know my limitations, to know my triggers, to know my to get to know every facet of me. I'm gonna just say it like that. Another bad thing that I was not expecting, which was kind of a bummer, is a lot of health issues. So let me back it up. In October, I kind of shared a little bit about how I was having some health issues where I was bleeding for like months at a time. And so finally, in January, I got some tests done that gave me the results, told me everything I needed to do, and pretty much it's a hormonal issue and I need to lose weight. That would be all fine and dandy, except for I live in my car. So it's really, really hard. I've lost a lot of weight before, and one of the biggest reasons why I lost a lot of weight was because I could control what I was eating. I could control like what was going in the foods. I could actually cook foods that I wanted to eat. And I could still potentially do that now, but I literally have no space in my trunk for a stove or for a cooler to keep the food cold. So even if I didn't get the stove, and like friends have been generous to be like, hey, you know, if you wanted to come over and cook food and, you know, you can have it in your car to keep, I don't have space for a cooler. And so I've been really going through the process of like, you know, hey, what do I need to get rid of? Like, what can I do to make this weight loss journey? Because now it's not just like a weight loss journey just to lose weight, but it's a weight loss journey that I need to go on to release the weight so that I won't further complicate my life by adding on more health issues. So that was something I wasn't anticipating on. But I mean, I can't blame anyone but myself, because I wasn't really taking care of myself, especially when I first moved here. I was just eating out all the time. I was drinking Red Bulls like out of the butt. I lived on Red Bulls and Cheetos for days, and pizza and Chinese food. Yeah, that's all I lived on, and candy. So it's really just been getting to a point of where it's just like, hey, you need to do better, and you need to start taking care of your health. You need to start taking care of your body. I have been going to the gym, which I'm super excited about. Like, I'm really getting into that habit. But eating healthy, something got to give. So let's talk about the ugly. Now, before I tell the ugly, I kind of just want to say, I am safe. I am safe. I do not put myself in harmful situations. If there is a situation, I will always trust my gut on whether if I need to stay, if I need to leave. And I do have safety precautions. So when I share these uglies, please do not freak out. Okay. So the month of February, there were a lot of scary situations that happened. When I say a lot, I mean like two or three. And it all pertained to where I was sleeping at. So, I think about 2 or 3 videos back, I think it was in my 1 month video. So yeah, about a couple of videos back, I was talking about how I found 4 locations that are really good for me, that, you know, I love and I sleep at all the time. Like, I just rotate those 4. Well, one of those locations was very, very compromised. And so there was a situation where I was sleeping at I was sleeping at a hotel. I'm just saying like that. I was sleeping at a hotel in one of their side parking lots where like there are cars, but there are not a lot of cars there. It's kind of like, so this is the hotel, and then this is the hotel main parking lot, and then the hotel has a side parking lot or whatever. And so I was parking in that side parking lot for a minute. And so one night I woke up and I heard this woman just screaming, like screaming it to the top of her lungs. Please don't make me do this. Please don't make me do this. Help, help, please don't make me do this. And so my first instinct was like, oh my God, what's going on? What's going on? Then my second instinct kicked in and was like, because I lifted my head up for a second. And then she screamed, please don't make me do this. And when she screamed that, I was like, nope. So I put my head back down because I was like, two things. One, I don't want to be the witness to nothing crazy. Like, I just don't want that type of drama in my life. Like, no, I don't want that. And two, it was like, mind the business that pays you. Because if they notice that you are in your car, they might as well, might try to kill you or something like that. Because I didn't know what was going on. I just knew it was a woman that was screaming to the top of her lungs. And there was a guy with her. I didn't know if it was a trap. I didn't know what was going on. So finally the police showed up. And they were, I don't know, I'm guessing because she was screaming to the top of the lungs, somebody in the actual hotel called the police because, like, she was super, super loud. But the police, like, came and took them away. Their car was towed. So, yeah, that happened. And that had me scared to death because I was just like, I don't know what the frick is going on. So, then after that, my boss sent me a news article because she knows where I sleep, and it was literally a man had sexually assaulted a woman a mile away from that hotel. Like, he walked up on her in her backyard while she was walking her dog, pulled a knife on her, and dragged her into her own home and sexually assaulted her. And I was just like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? Like, that could have been me in my car. Like, they could have broke into my car, you know what I'm saying? Something like that, and put a knife up to me and sexually assaulted me while I was sleeping in my car. So that heightened my safety concerns to the point where I no longer sleep at that location. I was just like, okay, thought this area was nice. It's not nice, apparently. So I just, right now, I've just honestly been sleeping in a place that I know is highly patrolled and highly secure. So yeah, but y'all, I am safe. I will always put my safety first. And I do have safety precautions if somebody tries to break into my car, which I pray to God never happens. But just know your girl protected. But yeah, so that's kind of the good, the bad, and the ugly of my 2 months update. And yeah, so these are the things that, if you're thinking about moving in your car, that kind of just need to think about. Because I honestly, I thought about some of them, but some of them I didn't think about. But yeah, so that's all for Car Talk Tuesday, y'all. I hope y'all are having a great day. I hope y'all having an amazing week. Update on Monologue Monday and Film Friday. I did pass my assessment to be able to start using the studio. I'm just having to have to work the times around my schedule, my school schedule, so that I can get into the studio. But hopefully I'm able to get in this weekend, so that I can have some content coming out for you all starting next week. But until then, I hope you guys continue to be great and amazing. And that's all from me. So, bye y'all.